Hi, I'm Neil. Welcome to my video.
Here's my greenhouse for what I'm going to make. Twin wall 8mm poly panel. I was getting one from Australia through Trade Me, but it never turned up. So I decided to make my own completely from scratch. I had the plinth done for the one from Australia, but I've changed that now to make a slightly longer one. And the dimensions are really set by the two fences I'm using, and the parking space I want here for future purposes.
Here I go, starting my framework for the greenhouse. Basically, it's just the width of the poly panel. Oh, don't forget to check out the sheep in the background. I think they're off to the races. But anyway, the polycarbonate size panels, the most economical size for me was the 1200 by 610. Even though once I've all set it out, I actually realised they were about 612, which upset my leaving a bit of a gap for expansion. But it being summer here, I decided they're not going to stretch any more than they already were. So basically there's no expansion gap, and I'll just see if in winter, if in a frost they do shrink a wee bit, but I doubt it. I don't think my temperatures vary enough to worry that. But so basically it's just three lots of these panels on each exposed side I've got, or one on the walls and one on each side of the roof is all set out the same. So it's just a mirror image right across, and that keeps things looking neat. You have everything in line; it looks nice and neat. And so the windows, I just custom made them to fit. That was the easiest thing for me to do. So they become quite strong once you screw your polycarbonate panel on, and it's all looking good. So it wasn't as hard as the windows as I was worried it would be. But now I'm ready to go on to the next stage and put my polycarbonate panels on. Also, don't forget to allow for the width of your H joiners. There was a 10mm extra gap needed to allow for that. Sweet.
That's the frame of my greenhouse completed. I'm not a carpenter. I'm a electrician by trade. So I've built the frame to suit the size of the poly panel that's going to fit on the end of it, or on the sides I should say. So today hopefully I'm installing them. I'll at least get the walls done. I'm fairly protected from the weather with the wind with that wall. It's going to rain the next couple of days. I mightn't get the roof on today, but if I did it would be good. But one of my main tasks, apart from completing a greenhouse, was to survive it with all my digits intact, and so far I have, and I've put the school saw away now. I was also mindful of not falling off the ladder. I've fallen off ladders before, so it's no biggie, but I survived. I didn't fall off the ladder, even though it was some dodgy footings. So I'm joining the poly panel with this H section, and that'll screw on the sides, and I'm also using it top and bottom in most places, although some places I'm using the C section that's the go. We've got some ominous looking clouds, so I don't know how far I'll get today, but the weather to the west, not that it's coming from the west today, doesn't look too good, but it should brighten up. And it is, isn't it? It's a lovely day, hopefully.
So I'm not experienced at this. This is my first go, and I picked it up reasonably quick. But you do need, and they say use some soapy water solution to lube the side of your twin wall before sliding it into the H section, and then it works pretty good. Obviously, there's a wee bit of trial and error, and it's not too hard of stuff to use. Before I forget, I'd like to thank the guys that offered to help me do this greenhouse, or even to hold things, but it was just as easy for me just to potter around myself, and I enjoyed the process. So thank you guys.
Roof's going on today. Should be no wind today, so that's the main hassle. That and the two windows. I mightn't get the windows done today, but I won't get the windows done today. No mightn't about it. But it's progressing good.
Like anything, the more you do it, the easier it gets, and the twin wall polycarbonate is no exception. You can cut it long ways with a knife as well. That worked very well. And I went for the 8mm polycarbonate because I'm in a strong wind area, and northwest winds come to this place quite severely. So it's a strong product and should do me well.
Good day yesterday, getting one side of my roof on and one panel of this other side. So a colder day today, but I've got gloves on, not for the coldness, but for the fact that this can be quite sharp, and I cut my finger yesterday, so yeah, plastic's sharp. Sweet. I'm cutting this poly panel with a jigsaw with the metal blade, so the finest blade you can use, either in a skill saw or a jigsaw or a handsaw. Sweet.
For a flashing at the top between my two top H section joiners, I just use duct tape, and that looks like it's worked pretty good. The windows I can take out and then access the top for any repairs or maintenance I've got to do. So that's quite strategic. I can cover the whole roof, all the high side of the roof.
It's all the poly panel on the frame, apart from the windows and doors. I finished the back wall here with some offcuts, extra joiner, and on my edges I've used a bit of aluminium angle. Windows today. Another nice day. Can't see Mount Cook.
Anytime I was using screws, I use stainless screws, so for these hinges, and that's how I fix the H-section joiners, with stainless screws. And I mean, it's going to get wet, it's going to get damp in here, so that's the go.
last wee project on the greenhouse is the door. I wasn't too sure what I was going to do. I had purchased from the Crow's Nest, which is a recycle place, a bifolding shower door, and I was just going to mount onto that, make it non-bifolding, and mount a polypanel wall on it. But as I was pulling it apart to use it, I realised the twin wall polypanel will slip inside the aluminium extrusions. So there's perhaps a 10mm gap there from an 8mm polypanel. So a bit of silicon and Bob's your uncle. Although Harry was mine, but one of mine. But there we go. I just thought it's interesting if anyone else was trying to work out how they're going to prefab a door for their greenhouse. The aluminium extrusion, just slipping the twin wall polypanel in, and I'll carry on. That's a wrap. I've finished the twin wall polypanel greenhouse, the structure. I've just installed the handle on the door, and a double magnet system to close it. Just down here, I'll probably put another one at the top, but for ventilation I've got two windows. One, I've installed this mineral wax filled piston spring opening automatic device. so when the temperature warms up, it opens automatically, and when it cools down, it closes automatically, due to the spring and the mineral wax filled piston. So it works pretty good. I'm going to buy another one for the other window. I've still got the fit out to do inside, but I've got to put power and water on as well. So I've decided I'll do another video for that. And so it was about $800 odd for the sheets for this 4 meter by 1.6 meter build, and then the joiners were another just over $400, I think. I had to get a couple of extras, so it was probably $440 for the H section joiners that I've used for the main. So I've used the H section instead of drilling into my polypanel. I've used them for fixing top and bottom as well. So so all in total, about $2,000 for the materials, and that's quite substantial plinth I've got it sitting on. But obviously there's two walls that I didn't have to build, which were the fences, which is the main reason I've had to do a custom build. But I've enjoyed doing the custom build. It's been great, able to work from home and just pot around 1 hour or 2 hours when required, when you're feeling like doing a bit. And so I've turned what was a nothing part of my section into quite a productive area, and it will be another hobby. There's a couple of things that I remember my father stating. One was get your hobbies sorted before you retire, and you need more than one hobby. Well, my main one was going to be salmon fishing, and the salmon just aren't out there nowadays, so I've given that one away. The other statement I remember my father saying, because he was a good gardener himself and had built some greenhouses, was plenty of height in your greenhouse. You need good ventilation, and the height helps you with the ventilation. So it's the maximum height I can build on the site, because within 2 metres of your boundary you can only be 2.5 high. So I'm at 2.5 this end. I've dug down on the ground to make it more or less level, and so the other end I'm at lower than that height. But no, my neighbours are a metre above me anyway, so it's not really a problem for them, although I've got to give them tomatoes. And the other neighbour, I've blocked a wee bit of her view, so she gets tomatoes as well. So there'll be too many for me anyway. Sweet. I'll do another video showing the fit out inside and power and water. See how we go.
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, like and subscribe. Catch you later.